I keep hearing people say that they will never be the same after seeing the footage of Charlie Kirk. I've watched it. It's shocking and violent, something no one expects to see in real life. But people who have lived through trauma, it's not that unexpected. I want you to take the footage you saw of Charlie and imagine it not as a political figure on stage. Imagine it's your child sitting in a classroom at their desk, just trying to learn, and that happens to them. Their jugular is obliterated by a bullet. Morbid as that is the reality we live in. It happened just yesterday in Colorado. I didn't agree with what Charlie Kirk preached. I could go on and on about our differences, but no one deserves to have violence used against them for speaking their beliefs. That's not justice or change. That's fear trying to silence a voice. I know some people are thinking, well, he didn't care when this violence happened to someone else. Maybe that's true, but that doesn't change the truth that the moment we start deciding whose life matters and whose doesn't, we all cross the line of human decency. That's when we become the very hate we claim to fight against. Shootings don't just last one day. They don't just affect the victims who are hit by the bullet. They ripple outward. The trauma lingers in the people who witnessed it, in the families, in the communities. We carry the fear and the grief. We are all the victims of these tragedies because the chaos and the aftermath live inside of us long after the headlines fade. Trauma shapes how we show up in the world. It leaks into our relationships. We pass it on to our kids. Sometimes we inflict it on others without even meaning to, because pain that isn't healed finds a way to spill over. And that's why trauma isn't just personal, it's generational, it's communal. We've seen this before. Martin Luther King was harassed, threatened, and ultimately assassinated for using his voice. His life was taken because he dared to speak truth and demand change. Political violence has always been used to silence voices, whether we agree with them or not. And it is not just about politicians. It is about anyone with a platform. Journalists, content creators, even everyday people online trying to use their voice. The threats, the harassment, the stalking, it is all part of the same cycle. And if we don't take it seriously, we are saying free speech only exists until someone decides to silence you with violence. And blaming the other side only makes it worse. It drives hate deeper. Both sides have evil people. Both sides have blood on their hands. Every time we point fingers instead of facing the truth, we feed the very cycle of violence we claim we want to stop. Because trauma doesn't see red, blue, or rainbow. It sees humans, and we are all humans, no matter our colors. This is why we have to talk about trauma. This is why we have to talk about mental health. We cannot keep pretending that harassment, threats, and violence are just the cost of speaking out. Because they're not. They're violations of the most basic right we have as Americans. If the Charlie Kirk footage shook you, let it wake you up to the reality of trauma, the fragility of our freedoms, and the urgent need to protect both. Because the violence may happen in a moment, but the aftermath lasts forever. And if we don't face that trauma, it will keep repeating through us and through the people we love.